Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
For your invitation, champagne, to experience the clink, the chaos, and all of the empowerment secret you desire. There's a secret in the bottle, the bottle, the bottle. I just can't get a little clink with chaos, you know we got some. Hella hood with class, baby, I'm 2 in 1. Come sip and savor so we can spill some. And if you lost your way, we'll either light them. There's a secret in the bottle, the bottle, the bottle. I just can't get enough.
Champagne secrets.
Give me a second, give me a minute. Now little bitch can let you finish. And that's right, I need commissions on mine. All that sauce you got from me, all that shit I get for free. And I want it back, want it back. This ain't no one inside. Can't tell you host for God. No, you've been more than lost. But down me, I'm so coming back, I'm so greasy. That nigga ain't so needy. Punk ass try to replace me, but this stick is too high. They can't survive.
Champagne gang, FizzFam, Confidante. Welcome to the Hennessy Zone. Straight talk, no chaser. I had to create a spot for those topics that require, well, something a little stronger than just champagne. Over here, we think and drink responsibly. We gotta let them know. The classy drink Hennessy too. Y'all like our Hennessy Zone? Y'all like it? How y'all doing today? Drop some champagne glasses in the chat if you're glad to be on the Hennessy Zone tonight. And y'all, we got a full show for you today. Because, listen, since this election, first of all, before I go there, I want to say welcome to all of my new confidants. Baby, welcome to the Champagne Gang and to the FizzFam. So y'all see these names that's scrolling up here in the upper left-hand corner? Well, those are our new subscribers on our road to 1K. So let's take this moment to welcome them in. Drop some bottles, champagne glasses in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, up here in the upper right hand corner, that's our boss battle. So we got a boss battle going on. So every time I get a new subscriber or a new super chat or super sticker or super thanks, it deals blows to the boss. So come on, y'all, let's get ready to knock that boss out of there. All right. So you see this champagne glass that's on the screen? Well, that champagne glass will trigger as well when there's certain milestones that are happening. So let's make the glass shake, y'all. So hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Grab one of those memberships if you like. And come on over and join us. But y'all listen, right? I was so mad last night. I was. See, when I go live, right, I like to give y'all a production. You know, I want to give you production value. So I want it to be something different than everything else. You know, you see this whole created scene behind us. You know, something cute, this gold desk. So for me, when I create something and something go wrong, baby, I just cancel the whole live because I'll be frustrated. I be so hard on me. I can't even function right after it didn't go right. So last night, I saw where you can stream on Restream and OBS, because right now we're in OBS and actually on Restream. But the one that I tried last night, I thought I was still going to have all the functionality of Restream with all of the audio from OBS. So I was going to be able to drop my panels and let y'all up. So y'all, I was excited, for real. Set it all up. But what happened was, y'all couldn't hear any audio. Only thing that you could hear was just my mic. So I just canceled the whole thing. Scrapped it, try again. So this is our research. So our reset, so I kept researching, right? And I found another way to do it. So hopefully this works tonight. But if it doesn't, baby, what we're gonna do is just pre-record it and then upload it, because ain't nobody got time for that. This take a lot. So, but y'all, we got a good show lined up for today. We are gonna start off talking about this election, and then we'll end talking about a new series that I'm starting called MOMsters. Monster Moms. Because while we're so focused on the monster that we call Diddy, baby, there's some monsters that's living right amongst y'all, walking right amongst us, and we wonder why these kids are in so much trouble today. It's because the true monsters don't live under the stairs. Nah, it don't live in the closet. It's not under the bed. No, some of those monsters are called mom. So we're going to get into some of those cases as well as today. But by now, we should all know that y'all have made America Trump's again. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And baby, when I tell you, the people are in shambles. Baby, I mean disarray, perplexed, behooved, disillusioned, damn disenfranchised, honey. Child, you would think somebody said the world was ending tomorrow. But see, that's why I put my trust in God and not in man. But I want y'all to check this out. Hold on a second. Check this out.
Expect this at all going into tonight, so it's hard to watch, knowing that I thought maybe that our country was going in the opposite direction, but clearly not. So.
If he wins, he's my president, and I'll support him. I'm not going to spend 4 years whining. I mean, our goal is to move the country forward, and it's up to all of us to do that.
I'm scared. Like, I think at worst, fascism for this country.
Foreign Ministry spokesman, Craig, saying hallelujah. And we've been speaking to Russian officials, also not authorized to speak on the record. One telling us less predictability is incoming. Another saying there is a chance for a truce. Or at least some kind of change. President Zelensky of Ukraine saying congratulations before crucially adding, I appreciate President Trump's commitment to the peace through strength. So trying already to advocate that Donald Trump will support Ukraine. Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel's comments, congratulations on history's greatest comeback, calling it a historic return, addressing his comments on X to Donald and Melania Trump. An Iranian spokesman saying US elections do not concern us and will not affect Iran's livelihood. So a very different perspective there from Iran.
Of course, Kamala Harris did not win last night, yesterday. Of course she didn't win. I'm not surprised. I'm really just annoyed and irritated that we live in a country where hatred and ignorance outweighs everything else good. Like, the small amount of goodness in this country is small. That's the issue. Like, the people that needed to vote against that man, they did what needed to be done. Just unfortunately, it is not enough of us. It is not enough people with their head on right that know what's best for our country, what's best for women, what's best for children, what's best for all minorities, all people of the alphabet community, like all these people, those of us that really can't understand that we are at risk, we stood up and did what was needed to be done. But it's so many people that are just so ignorant and hateful that they're gonna always outweigh us, and it's so annoying because it feels like no matter how hard you try and you do the right thing, you just can't beat the madness. I really hate that. And what's crazy is just hearing how people talk about this. It just shows you don't like women, because y'all keep saying y'all want Obama back. Get off that man peen. He not coming back. You want Obama. You have someone that has similar views as him and still don't want to vote for the woman because she a woman. Let Kamala Harris as mad as he became a black man, white man, a man, period. Same behavior, same principles, same speeches, same everything. Y'all would have voted for him with the quickness. The only issue for a lot of people is that she's a woman. And y'all hate women so much, like everyone on this planet did not come from a woman. We are here because of women. You are alive right now because of a woman. And these same women, you are taking away our rights. You same men that hate women, that hate children, are going to be forced into these situations because of what you just voted for. Or what you didn't vote for. Because some people just decided not to vote. It's crazy, but I'm not surprised. I'm just tired, like...
I just wanted to say that America failed women tonight.
Right now, I don't even know what to do. I've never hated red so much in my life until now. Honey, you gonna say, we'll see if you still scream Go Trump in the next few months. Let's see. It's supposed to be so many black men being pulled over and gunned down for no freaking reason. Oh, white privilege is gonna be so high right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States of America's 47th president is none other than Donald Trump. Here's some highlights of people with severe TDS. That's Trump derangement syndrome. And maybe when RFK Jr. gets into the White House, we can have doctors diagnose this as a real disorder. Mental health is on the decline, but not for much longer. But anyway, I feel a little bad for these people, but at the same time, you guys want liberal tears for breakfast?
But I want it to be you.
How did this happen? And one last thing, I don't care about...
Seeing these big crowds of people leaving Harris headquarters. I mean, again, you know, she is not going to be speaking. You understand why they're leaving, but this is a bit of a symbol here for the state of the race right now.
Right. Well, the fact that she's not speaking tonight is a symbol of the state of the race,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Exactly.
We are fucked, and nobody seems to care. Oh my, we need a full factory fucking reset. Hit the fucking button and get everybody out of there. You're all fucking fired. You're all fucking useless on both sides of the fucking political parties. You're all done. Done, 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 done. We are fucked.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
I wasn't going to sleep, but do y'all see this? Do you see it? Let me move in close. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? What is going on, Trump 2024? I wasn't going to sleep until I see it, and look what I see. Look what I see. It is over. He flipped the world red. It is over. He flipped the world red. Trump 24. So I guess I don't have to worry about all Kamala supporters in my comments talking crap because Trump 24.
This is like one of the most unforgettable elections, and I love her. And I don't say I love a lot of people. Y'all know that, because I hate everybody. So this is history, Cardi. When you, I swear to God, I'm a academic.
I don't
I'm
want to
sick of you.
grow up.
I'm sick of Get away! Get away from me! Sick of you.
Yeah, she don't act like a Toys R Us kid to y'all.
Bring your hats.
Just ain't never gonna grow the hell up.
I'm sad. I'm really, really sad.
Okay,
I'm
it's
really
just
sad.
me. Oh, okay.
I swear to God, I'm really, really sad. But I'm proud. I'm proud.
We have enough time to do this stuff. There we go. That part, we're not done yet. But that's what's going to happen. If that happens, the fingerprints in the Democratic Party. We're not there yet, but as you watch this Capitol end, another thing that is distinctive at the moment, we're not done yet. In 2 presidential elections, Donald Trump has lost the popular vote both times. At the moment, he's 5 votes.
No matter what, I'm okay. Everything's alright. No matter what, I'm okay. Everything's alright. That's literally my brain this morning when I found out that Trump won. It's okay. It's alright. Everything's gonna be great. I'm scared.
Knowing that I woke up, bitch, it's not about a fucking book. Fuck that shit right now. Knowing that I went to bed, yeah.
She hurt. So hurt.
That fucking man was ahead a little bit, but waking up to this man, literally, you're 4 points a fucking way. Not only shows me how racist, which, hello, wake up, you black, you're aware of that. It not only shows me how racist this country is, misogynistic, y'all. We're at the point where I'm convinced y'all do not want to get ahead. Y'all had y'all glory fucking days in the back. Y'all hate to see a black, a Latino, anybody that's in LGBTQ plus, a woman being happy doing shit on her fucking own. Cause to wake up and seeing it being that close, and I'm seeing comments where people are like, I'm in another country, I don't know how this is happening. Wake up! This is fucking America, and this is sad. And every fucking body, any person that I still follow that has voted for him, I'm not even gonna say what my thoughts is, but trust I will be acting on my thoughts. And I know this, I might lose some brand deals for what I'm about to say. But every black person that I've ever seen that said, I'm for Trump in this current state, every Latino, every non-white male, let's keep it what it is. I pray to God. I know deep down that's why I'm crying. The repercussions with Trump, if he gets elected, is going to be crazy for all minorities and anybody that's not matching or ever seen the dollar amount that he's ever seen in his life. But I pray to God for anyone that voted in this election that's a minority that doesn't even have the same mindset as Trump, whatever the fuck that might mean. I pray to God these repercussions hit y'all not only first but harder, because then you will finally see what the fuck that half America has been talking about this whole election.
I forgot to turn my mic back on. So what y'all think? Are the people just disillusioned? Are we this out of touch? Does one man put this much fear in us? I thought we said we trusted and believed God. That's what we claim, right? Y'all, we about to get into it. But before we do, take those glasses and raise them in the air. Y'all already know it's time for our dose of empowerment. Are you ready? So, for today's, we're going to do a little something different. So, one of my confidants and biggest supporters who have been with me since day one, they have this thing that they do where they send out these empowering, encouraging messages. So for today, we're going to honor Progressive One and do one of his encouraging words, which I think speaks to and fits this show. As a matter of fact, he's preparing to launch his own YouTube channel. So he's about to start his own YouTube journey. So we're wishing him luck in his journey as he gets ready to start. But raise those glasses in the air. Look around. The world's shifting, and it's clear for those willing to see. But understand this. Being alert and being alarmed are two different things. Alert means you're fully aware, your mind is sharp, and your senses are tuned to reality as it is. No illusions, no distractions. Alarmed, on the other hand, is when that awareness stirs up panic, freezing you in place. Don't confuse the two. Be alert, calm, focused, ready to act without fear clouding your vision. The truly alert don't let the world's noise shake them. They see what's coming and stand ready. My focus is on seeing things from God's view. And I have to ask, if believers and the church gave God as much credit as they give the devil, where would we be? Example, the devil is busy. So what you think our God is not? Put your focus on the light, and he will guide you on how to handle the darkness. Wasn't that good? Drop some champagne glasses in the chat if you thought that was good. There's a big difference in the two. Are we going to be afraid? Or are we going to learn to overcome our fear? Because I was taught there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Most of the time, we're fearing so much stuff that hasn't even happened yet. And we're personifying it on the inside. It's generally a fear of what could happen, if. But it's not even present in the now. Good empowering word, Progressive One. Amazing. And if any of my other confidants have empowering words that you want to see in one of the videos, hit me up at champagnesecrets@gmail.com and your affirmation, encouraging word, or empowering word may be used. I might even allow y'all to send me an audio. How about send me an audio? And I'll play your audio during one of the videos. Keep it clean though. Here's to you, confidant. For you are worth it. Let's toast. So y'all listen. Hold on. Let me pull this off here. Cause I don't want this showing yet. There we go. Gotta get that out of there. We're not ready for that yet. But y'all listen, because I tried to tell y'all. I did. I tried to tell y'all. I told y'all in a previous video that Trump was the wild card. When I created Trump Watch 2024, I told y'all, I told y'all, because I was there when I said it. He has always been the wild card. Even when Biden stepped down and Kamala stepped up, Trump was still the wild card. He was the unpredictable asset in the election because you never quite knew what Trump was going to do or what he was going to say. But here's the thing, right? People like Trump. They do, because people think Trump is relatable. Not that all the relation was good, no. Not that it was all positive. That's not what I'm saying. He was a candidate that the people could identify with. Never quite says the right thing at the right time. Says whatever the hell pops in his mind. And don't care what you got to say about it or what you think about it. Has a record or 32. And to some people, it made him wantable. Because there was no pretense with him. There was no guesswork. Whatever he feels, he's going to say. You know, like introducing bleach to the human system to fight COVID. You know, stuff like that. When he said, I said, this man don't use a prompter, a writer, or nothing. Just as it is thought, so let it be spoken. That's Trump. Not to mention 2 assassination attempts. And I told y'all when I covered the first one, this just won him the election. And y'all said, Now I'm not going to tell you who or how you should have voted. Who you should have voted for. Why or why not. Voting is your business. And no one should be torn down because of their choice. No one. Now, you have a lot of people right now who are up in arms about Project 2025. And here's the thing, right? Because we covered this on the channel as well, too. See, we cover a whole lot of good stuff over here. That's why y'all need to link up. Get connected. But in the video, I really broke down for you. And you have people who are arguing, saying that Trump had nothing to do with this. Sure he does. See, a lot of y'all really aren't paying attention. That's the problem. If you take an idea that I spoke and you create something from it, even though my name isn't on it, my words are in it. Trump never denied agreeing with what was said. He said he had nothing to do with Project 2025. And he didn't. It wasn't started or set up by him. He didn't select the leaders, allegedly. But it was founded on his words and on his beliefs. So he doesn't have to be a part of Project 2025. He doesn't have to endorse it. He doesn't have to co-sign it. All he has to do is speak the words in it. That's what we don't get. Just like with the whole Diddy situation. And those individuals whose names they are still refusing to release to the public, who were there when all of these atrocities happened. You didn't have to be the creator of the party. You didn't even have to send out the list. All you had to do is show up and be there, and you are just as culpable as the person who created it, because the minute you stayed and witnessed it, you became just as guilty in it. Come on, y'all. We are thinkers and drinkers over here. But this is how I feel about it.
On the right, you got shit-nosed extremists wondering aloud whether Hitler was all bad and inventing their own clown house reality. And on the left, you got fucking whiny woke lords canceling the shit out of anyone who dares to take a dump at the wrong time of the day. And both sides look so unhappy it makes you want to puke. But the way it's going, you know we're gonna end up on one side or the other. So pick your fucking team and hunker the fuck down.
Pick a side if that's what you want to do. But the problem is that brings more division. Right now, all over the internet, on both sides, people are tearing each other down. I've never seen individuals turn on each other so fast as I have since this election. It's so sad. Don't you realize it's just a trick of the enemy to divide and conquer? Don't you get it? Y'all think this is just about a man. This is about us and how easily we can be divided. If y'all paid attention to the stuff that happens when we come together, cases get reopened, information comes out. Y'all remember Kanika Jenkins? That story wouldn't have had the traction it had it not been for social media. Together we can make things happen, but nothing will ever happen as long as we're so divided. But we don't get that because there's no monetary gain or notoriety in not being divided. We only want it if we can monetize it. And the more divided we are, the more the enemy is able to wreak havoc, because I can keep you from becoming the very thing that you need to be. If I keep you isolated from the very people who can help get you there. This is what we don't get. Everywhere you look, division. The men are divided. The women are divided. Social brackets are divided. Celebrities are divided. The music industry is divided. The people are divided. Why? What old boy say? Can't we all just get along? But even with all that, I know one thing. At this point, remove all of the boxes off of all of the applications that ask you if you have a record or if you have a felony. I know that. Because at this point, if our president has over 32, and if you can have over 32 felonies and still become president, baby, for sure, you should be able to get a job without your record being called into question. Let me tell y'all where the Democrats went wrong, right? Somehow, the Democrats got in their head. Well, I won't say the Democrats. Somehow, Kamala Harris got in her head that the way to lock down the black vote was to wait for it, bring out the rappers. If that's what you want to call what they brought out. But they thought if they could just bring them out, that it would bring us out. And it would magically lock down the black vote. Like, for real. They thought, oh, if we just throw some celebs in front of them, that'll do the trick. But hold up. Do they really think that's all it takes? What's crazy work is this is really what they think of us. Like, we're so hooked on whatever Hollywood and the industry is feeding us that we can't even think for ourselves. That's the sad part. It's like they've really missed all the signs, right? All the posts, all the clapbacks from everybody on social media saying, no, we good on that. We good on the celebrities. It's clear they don't realize that we done really stopped caring about a lot of these celebrities. And we really stopped caring ages ago. Hell, half of these celebrities are the reasons why our childhoods were systematically destroyed. I don't know about you, but mine was. All the little shows that we like watching. Seeing the little kids happy and laughing and running around. And we wanted to be a part of those shows. Excuse me. Only to find out those babies was being touched and not by an angel. Baby, please. Don't nobody care about these celebrities. And there's nobody exempt. The music industry ain't exempt. The movie industry ain't exempt. No genre in the music industry is exempt. Hell, the church ain't even exempt. People have their eyes open and they're paying attention. So why not pay attention to what's really going on here? This is bigger than one man. This is about us. But the crazy part about it is, y'all, they could have at least brought out some celebs with some class, though. That's my problem with the whole thing. They'd have really done better bringing out Olivia Pope and Fitzgerald Grant III. They would have gotten a better response than this. But instead, they came through with body, yaddy, 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 all through the election season. Somehow, they thought bringing out I'm F-R-E-E front nigga free was a good idea. Like, where was y'all antennas, right? When you decided that this was a vibe during the presidential election, the presidential campaign. When did you figure this was smart? Somebody please tell me. Who sat back and said, yeah, that's gonna win the black vote? Because all black people like ratchet shit. Stuff. Please forgive me. I was trying to be classy tonight. And don't even really get me started. I'll get a bucket and a mop for this wet and gushy at the presidential campaign. That's what you chose to represent us. Somebody make it make sense. Because we can't make this stuff up. That's problem number 2. But problem number 1 is that America, at its core, we are a Southern-run country based on Southern values, and those values are at its core Christian values. Does that mean that they do everything right or Christianly? No, but neither do some of y'all, and y'all go to church every Sunday too. God don't play about y'all, but y'all don't follow none of his standards or values. This is deeper than that. And on top of that, America was not ready for a woman president. Said what I said. And a black one on top of that, they definitely was not ready for. Let's face facts. This is so misogynistic. Where have you been? When has it not been? This is nothing new. America was built on men in positions of power. Did you honestly think they were going to allow a woman who's emotional, who operates out of her emotions most of the time, barely has one good week out of the month because 1 month is pre-PMS, 1 month is post-PMS, and 1 month is PMS? You honestly think they would allow her to have access to the launch codes and the damn red button? Come on, y'all, we gotta think. Where have y'all been? What America have y'all been living in where y'all thought anything otherwise? And that's not to say a woman can't lead. I'm echoing the thoughts of an America that sees men in charge and in positions of power. Hell, they barely like women preachers in the church. You think they gonna elect a woman as the leader of the free world? Half of you husbands barely want to listen to your wives now. Come on, think bigger. People out here shouting, upset, right? It's my body. My abortion rights. What about my abortion rights? And here's the thing, right? Because there are plenty of situations where I'm right there with you. But we got to be real. The game changes when there's a baby on board. Suddenly, we're talking about the both of you. Because now, that's your body. That's not just yours. Said it. Now, if we're talking about something serious that happened, like assault, that's a whole different level of understanding. Be for real. We're not talking about that. If you just out here all willy-nilly because you felt a little too good, too fast, and now you're trying to control or delete the whole thing, let's pause. Take some time and step back. Rethink your playbook. Be grown. The baby didn't ask to be conceived. You could have been more careful. Be selective with the company you keep. Not everything that catches your eye needs a test drive. Protect yourself. If you know that parenthood isn't part of your 5-year plan, then handle your business. Keep it wrapped. Take precautions. All of that. Own your choices. If you're jumping in, remember you're making the choice. So stop winging it, hoping that there's going to be a reset button later. That's number 3. Because at the end of the day, it's all about keeping it real and handling your decisions up front. So that way, you're not constantly worried about an escape hatch after the fact. You know the consequences when you lay down. Why is it the baby's fault? That's my question. Because you weren't more careful. And we can agree to disagree if you disagree. But I feel like as women, we need to start being more selective with our bodies. We need to be more careful. If you're not ready, take the proper precautions to make sure you don't get pregnant. That's my opinion on it. On top of that, you have people upset over the educational system under Trump. The educational system needs a rehaul. Our children are failing. This is what I'm saying. There's good and bad on both sides of this. The Democrats aren't all wrong and the Republicans all right. The Republicans aren't all right and the Democrats all wrong. There's positives and danger on both sides of this thing. But here's the bigger picture. Did y'all forget this man has immunity from anything he does the moment he steps in that office? Did y'all forget that? He cannot be convicted. But that's not to say she would have been any better in office. Get it? We saw for months immigrants coming in and getting thousands of dollars in cash, food, luxury stays at hotels. Meanwhile, we can't get a loan to get a car. We got to make life decisions in the store. Do you not realize right now, It is cheaper to order food off DoorDash than it is to purchase food from the store and cook a meal at home for your family. But migrants, immigrants, illegal, mind you, can come right in and get handed money and food share cards. Make it make sense. Please. And on top of all of that, people are so confused as to how Trump won. Much like Trump was confused in 2020 on how he didn't. So today, we're diving into a topic that can feel a bit confusing, but it is so important to understand it. And this is the Electoral College and the whole voting system, right? So we're going to run through it real quick and talk about how it shapes our presidential elections. So if you've ever wondered why the person who wins the popular vote isn't always the one who becomes the president, or why we even have electors at all, this one is for you, because I'm going to break it down. Yeah, I had to research this because I'm trying to figure out where was I in high school when they discussed the Electoral College, because I don't remember none of this, but we are going to get into it. All right, let me get this picture up here. This is the one. So the picture that you see up here now, this is a picture that really goes over the voting process, how it starts from the candidate, the national convention, to the candidates being chosen. So it takes you through the whole timeline, right? But where we're going to start at with this discussion is what is the popular vote versus the electoral vote. Okay? Because I didn't know they were two different things. I didn't. I thought they were both the same. So we're going to talk about the difference. So, when we go to the polls, right, in the presidential election, what we're casting is our popular vote. This is the total number of individual votes each candidate will receive across the country. But here's the catch. The popular vote doesn't directly decide who becomes president. Instead, it influences something called the Electoral College. So when y'all go down there to them polls, who y'all are voting for, or the votes that you are casting, is to let the people know who y'all think is the most popular. So this is the kind of thing that makes people say your vote really doesn't matter. Because your vote is not the deciding factor. See, you think when you go down to the polls and you cast your vote, that if the majority vote for this individual, then this individual gets that office. That is entirely not what happens, right? So we're going to continue and get into it. But hold on one second, because I need to give me some water. Hold on. Talk to each other in the chat. If y'all heard that, that wasn't ASMR, that was my water jug. Okay, so, excuse me. So the Electoral College is a group of people called electors. So the Electoral College is an actual group of people, right? It's not figurative. And they ultimately cast the vote that decides the presidency. So each state has a certain number of these electors, these individuals who go in and cast the vote. I need you to remember that. These individuals go in and cast the vote. You cast the popular vote. They cast the actual vote. Need you to remember that. And they are chosen based on its representation in Congress. So each state has electors that are chosen based on how many people they have representations of in Congress who have seats for that state. So in total, there are 538 electoral votes that are up for grabs in order to win the presidency. And a candidate needs at least 270 of those votes, right? So, how the states divide their electoral votes? Well, most states have a winner-takes-all system for electoral votes. So this is supposed to mean that whichever candidate wins the popular vote in that state, they're supposed to get all of the state's electoral votes, right? So let's say candidate A wins most votes in a state. And let's say the state has 5 electoral votes. That candidate gets all 5, even if they won by only 1 vote, right? Again, remember, they get all 5 electoral votes with 5 different electors casting the vote, right? Now, there are 2 exceptions to this, Maine and Nebraska. So Maine and Nebraska, they use a proportional system where electoral votes can be split. So in these states, some of the electoral votes go to the candidate who won each congressional district, while the remaining go to the candidate who wins the state overall. So Maine and Nebraska vote differently than everybody else, right? So now, who are these electors and how are they chosen, right? So this is where they lost me, right? Because in school, I thought that it was one individual for that state. Let's say they had 5 electoral votes. I thought that that's how many votes actually that would be cast on behalf of that state, but by one person. So, yeah, I don't remember none of this being taught in school. But who are these electors, right? So, each party in a state chooses its own slate of electors. These people, and let me get this map up here. All right? These people are often loyal members of their party. Think like long-term supporters or leaders or activists who pledge to support their party's candidate. If a candidate wins a state, the electors from that candidate's party are the ones who cast the official electoral votes. The electors gather in mid-December to officially cast their ballots, which Congress then counts in January to declare the winner. This process means that only the winning party's electors get to vote, even though both major parties had selected electors beforehand. So you get it? So each party gets a set of electors. So let's just say we look at one of these states on the map that has 5 electoral votes. So the Democratic Party will get 5 electors, 5 individuals, for in case they win. On the other side, the Republicans will get 5 electors for the Republican side in case they win. So whoever wins the state, their electors are the ones that go into the electoral college in order to cast the vote. Y'all get it? Individuals casting the final vote. So I asked it a question, right? Because I was curious. Because we are using people and people are prone to flaw and do messed up things. And I'm adjusting y'all because I'm actually laying across my bed. So I'm adjusting a little bit to get comfortable. But I had to ask the question, right? What if someone decides that they're going to go into the electoral college and cast a vote opposite of the candidate that was chosen? What happens then? So, the answer that I found was there's something called faithless electors. So the question is, can electors go against the vote? This is called faithless electors. This is when an elector doesn't vote for the candidate they pledged to support, even if that candidate won their state's popular vote. So they say it's rare, but it can happen. But to prevent this, many states have now set laws in place that either replace faithless electors, fine them, or even nullify their vote. So this made me think, how many times have we voted in elections and someone else actually won the presidency, but because the elector decided to go in and vote a different way, we ended up with a different president? See, these kind of things start making me question stuff. And this is why Trump had his argument when he had the argument before. Because if majority of the states are winner takes all, and you have these individuals who have voted on who the most popular kid in school is, but all of a sudden they lose the election, it would make you wonder if one of those electors went in there with their own agenda and voted how they wanted to. What y'all think about it? Hold on a second. Let me look at these comments real quick. Okay, y'all just listening. Okay. That's how I was trying to learn this stuff, y'all. I was perplexed because I know I graduated from a college prep and just so much of this seems so new, but that was 1994, so it's been a while. So now listen, in 2020, the Supreme Court actually ruled that states have the power to enforce these laws, making it even harder for electors to go against the will of the voters. So in most cases, electors stick to their pledge, but if one or two don't, it usually doesn't impact the overall result. What? So you telling me the system is even more faulty than they're saying the system is faulty, is basically what you're saying. You're leaving in the hands of individuals who's going to rule the free world. People who can literally go in and make a decision for themselves at the last minute. That could change the entire trajectory of our lives. Because you decided to do your own thing, please. So now here's the question, right? Why do we even have the Electoral College? So, why does the U.S. use this system? Well, the Electoral College was created as a compromise between electing the president by Congress and electing the president by a popular vote of the people. The idea was, hold on, y'all, my mouth is so dry. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't have had that medicine before. Niecy being progressive one. Y'all know what the medicine is. Because my mouth is dry. Okay, alright. We're back. Maybe I'll cut it out. Maybe I won't. But, so, where was I? Alright, so the idea was to balance the influence of small and large states, giving everyone a fair say. Smaller states have a bit more weight in the Electoral College, since every state has at least 3 electoral votes, no matter how small its population. So, this also explains how a candidate can win the nationwide popular vote, but still lose the presidency. Because of the winner-takes-all system, in most states, a candidate could win big in a few states and narrow in others, giving them enough electoral votes to win, even if they don't have the majority of the popular vote. So, what happens when the popular vote and the Electoral College don't match, right? So, when the popular vote and the Electoral College vote don't match, it can feel confusing or even frustrating. So, it's happened 5 times in U.S. history, most recently in 2000 and in 2016. So, these situations are rare, but they're possible because the Electoral College system focuses on state-by-state victories rather than the overall national popular vote. So, it's a reminder that our system is designed to emphasize the states and not just individual votes nationwide. Some people argue that this system better reflects America's federal structure, while others feel it doesn't represent the people's will. It's definitely a big topic for debate, especially when it comes to like these type races. So, to wrap it all up in a nutshell, the Electoral College is like a final decision maker. So, when you cast your vote, and that vote helps determine which electors are going to represent your state. Those electors then cast their vote for the president. Most of the time, electors follow the state's popular vote, but there are rare chances where they may not. So understanding this process is going to be so important for us going forward, because it's really showing how each vote is influenced by the election, even though it might not be as direct as it seems. Because what? It's passing through too many hands is my problem. That's too many steps where something can go wrong. What do y'all think about this? So y'all not even really choosing the president. You choosing who you want to be the new kid on the block. You're choosing who's the baddest boy band is what you choose. Because those electors, those individuals are the ones that cast the deciding vote. And they apparently have the option to vote differently than what was chosen by their state. Y'all, that makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever. And in a way, it makes me understand better Trump's argument during the last election. Not saying that he was right, but I can understand how someone could be frustrated with results with a system like this. And in all these years, nobody said maybe we should rethink this. Maybe we should try something different. Hell, you using AI for everything else? You using robots for everything else? You using imperfect, flawed people. Y'all, we can't make this stuff up. But drop in the comments and let me know what you think about. Let me know, did you guys know all of this stuff about the Electoral College, the popular vote versus the electoral vote, and the electors, and how electors are chosen, and the fact that each party gets electors, but the party that wins the state is the party whose electors go in to vote. Like, did you guys know all of this before tonight? I knew some of it, but baby, this is a lot. But y'all, we are getting ready to head into show number 2. And buckle your seatbelts, because baby, wow. So, we are starting a series on the channel, as I stated before, and it's going to be called MOMsters. And it's going to be dealing with all of those evil moms out there. Because here's the problem, right, y'all? While we're spending all this time paying attention to what's going on with Diddy. Yeah. And what Diddy did with these babies. Meanwhile, down the street from you, could be your neighbor, could even be in your family. We got these monsters taking care of our babies. Taking care of children. And these babies got to understand that the monsters aren't just under the bed and in the closet. Some of these monsters they call mama. Some of these monsters y'all call mama. So we need to start taking our eyes off of Diddy, because he getting his, and figure out how to protect and save these children, because these babies are in danger. So we got a few things that I want to talk about. Hold on one second. This first story, get it to pull up. Hold on. That's the one I needed. Alright, let me see. There we go. So, this first story, y'all, is about this young boy. His name is Martonio. This baby was 8 years old. So, this says, new details were revealed Wednesday in the death of 8-year-old Martonio Wilder, including that his mother and her girlfriend were charged with him being unalived. Initially attempted to falsely blame one of the boy's brothers for unaliving him. LaShonda Wilder, 32, and Joanna Lowe, 33, appeared Wednesday for arraignments before Franklin County Common Pleas Court Magistrate Mike Thompson. Bond was set at $2 million for Wilder and $1.25 for Lowe. Wilder and Lowe are each charged with murder, endangering children, felonious assault, tampering with evidence, and abuse of a corpse in connection with Martonio's death. Martonio was found in a trash bag inside another container on June 28th in the attic of a home on the 1000 block of Olmsted Avenue. Wilder had reported Martonio missing earlier that day, saying she had not seen him since the night before. Assistant Prosecutor Scott Sugarman said Lowe spoke with detectives the day after her arrest, admitting she and Wilder had concocted a story about Martonio running away to cover up his death. Sugarman said Lowe initially told detectives told one of the detectives Martonio's brother had killed the boy with a rock, but later admitted it was a lie. So during her interview, detectives say Lowe reportedly told them she and Wilder had beaten Martonio June 26th with a crutch. Lowe said the two had also used unusual punishments in the past, including withholding food from the boy and keeping him in a coat closet. Sugarman said there was evidence of Martonio being malnourished and having been physically abused for some time. Lowe also reportedly admitted that she and Wilder had wrapped a cord around Martonio's neck, Sugarman said. An autopsy revealed Martonio died from deep compression injuries to his neck. A final autopsy report has not been released by Franklin County Coroner's Office. Columbus police said after searching nearby areas and the home, a cadaver dog was brought to help with the search. Police said Wilder became uncooperative and took two of her children, leaving the home with Lowe. The children were eventually found with one of Lowe's relatives. Wilder and Lowe were arrested later that evening. Lowe's mother, Mary Johnson, is also facing a charge of obstructing justice related to the case. She is scheduled to have her first court appearance on July 22nd. Y'all, I can't even begin to express to you guys the level of pistosity I experienced reading this story and reading about what this poor little baby, what this 8-year-old had to endure at the hands of someone that he called mom. Someone who's supposed to love him, who's supposed to protect him, who's supposed to cherish him, who's supposed to provide for him, who's supposed to keep him safe. He had to be met with a crutch, a cord wrapped around his neck. But we're worried about Diddy. So focused that we're not paying attention to what's going on around us. Check out this video about this story.
A body who we believe to be Martonio Wilder located inside of the home.
A young life gone too soon. The community left stunned.
I was leaving yesterday for a job interview. She showed me a picture of the boy. Have you seen the mother? Okay. I said, have you seen my son? Hours later, I come back from my job interview, and it's a crime scene.
We cannot get up to school to hear my 8-year-old son run away last night. We all went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. My back door was wide open.
Had he done this before?
Yeah, but we found him though. He had jumped out my window before I found him inside of my house. He just keeps trying to run away. I don't know why. He said he hates me.
LaShonda Wilder and girlfriend Jonna Lowe both turning themselves separately Saturday evening after being on the run from Columbus police.
I think it's a tragedy.
This is the scene Friday night, hours after police were called to the 1000 block of Olmsted Avenue. Officers began looking for 8-year-old Martonio Wilder after his mom claimed she had not seen her son since he went to bed Thursday night. Officers say throughout the search, Wilder and Lowe became uncooperative during the search. The police report says LaShonda Wilder did not want a canine officer in her home. Neighbors in the area shocked.
Even though he's up in heaven with God right now, he shouldn't be. He should be right down here being a boy playing. But instead, he's up in heaven.
Police records show at 6:20 Friday evening they made the horrible discovery. The young boy was found dead in a trash bag in the attic. The mother and girlfriend leaving the scene without telling police. A brief Amber Alert was issued for Wilder's other 2 young children and canceled hours later after they were found safe.
Lowe's mother, Mary Johnson, has been charged with obstructing justice. We have the 911 call Johnson made on June 28th, the day of the Amber Alert.
The kids that you have an Amber Alert out for, they had my house.
You're at your house?
Yes, I had a detective come here. He didn't ask about them. They can come by and get the kids, because I'm not a family member or anything, to them. I just know her because she dates my daughter.
Both women are now in the Franklin County Jail. Police investigating this incident as a homicide, upgrading the charges for mother LaShonda Wilder to murder. Both Wilder and Lowe also charged with obstruction of justice. Neighbors in disbelief of a young life gone too soon.
It's just the fact that it's sad. It's sickening. He always comes by my house asking if he could catch a kitten off my front porch, which we have a lot of kittens. We see him every day. He walk by. And he was always by himself.
8-year-old Martonio Wilder will no longer walk through the neighborhood looking to play with animals. Neighbors want justice.
It's sickening that you know something happened, but you walking around neighbors house to house to see if you seen my son. And you know what really happened to your son. That's sickening.
According to the court documents, Martonio suffered a deep neck compression. New records from the Department of Public Safety show police were called to her home 13 times over the last 18 months. Earlier in June, police were there responding to a disturbance. CPD was also called to her home 3 times for domestic violence, twice for domestic disputes, and even for a stabbing.
I think everybody feels like they played a part in the failure.
LaShonda and Martonio's family members telling us they tried to help.
Sometimes we were literally begging to step in and be there, and she was really stubborn.
Martonio's cousin sharing her concern that she didn't see the signs that something was terribly wrong.
I missed it. This has opened my eyes in so many ways you guys don't even understand.
Police said both Lowe and Wilder turned themselves in at Columbus Police Headquarters. But our cameras were at Lowe's home, where there was a big police presence. Neighbors say Lowe was just taken into custody there.
She was handcuffed. They came in, patted her down, and shortly thereafter they came and took her away.
New reports we obtained Tuesday confirm she was arrested at her home Saturday afternoon after she called police saying she wanted to talk to detectives.
Yes, ma'am, what's your name? This is Jonna Lowe. I'm ready to talk to the detective for the 8-year-old that was found dead in his mom's house. I'm the girlfriend.
Okay, we'll get him out there. Just wait for us.
I'm here waiting. I'm ready to talk. I don't have no weapon. I don't have nothing. That's why I'm calling y'all to come and get me. I don't need no guns drawn or nothing. I have no weapons. I ain't did nothing. I
understand.
Here are the documents we got from the prosecutor's office. Both women face a list of charges including murder, abuse of a corpse, assault, child endangering, and tampering with evidence.
Miss Wilder admits to locking Martonio.
It's always crazy to me, right? How people who can go out of their way to hurt people and unalive other people are scared of the police. They scared of it happening to them. But they don't have a problem doing these things to other people. To a child. You don't want guns drawn on you? But y'all tortured this baby? These bitches need death. Yeah.
Cal inside a small coat closet where they slept at night so they could not sneak out for food.
Attorneys also say the two women admitted to using an extension cord to choke Martonio and that they beat him on June 26th, just 2 days before his body was found in a trash bag in the attic of Wilder's Milo Brogan home.
He don't even know why his mom is beating him with a rock. And then on top of that, then you gonna strangle him with cords? Are you serious?
The family says they saw signs of abuse, pointing out they would see LaShonda treating Martonio differently than her other two children.
She always kept him in the corner. He's always in the corner. Everybody else is always playing and doing. I'm like, what he done did now? Oh, he done stole. Like, what he steal? Some food? He's probably hungry.
We know Franklin County Children's Services has been involved with the family since May of 2022 and offered several support resources to LaShonda. The family tells us the caseworker allegedly did not follow through.
Here, go for counseling. Here, do that. But did y'all follow up? Did y'all check up on that? No, y'all did not. Y'all should have removed them babies from the home.
Sad. But I want y'all to hear this 911 call. Hold on a second.
Design the perfect voice for your brand with a
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm at 1044 Olmsted Avenue, please. Can I get a food here? My 8-year-old son ran away last night.
You ever said 1044 Olmsted?
And yes, please.
You said he ran away last night?
Yes, I got her. We just got her. But like 5 minutes ago, we came looking for it. And he's not in my house. He's not in my house. You know, he's did it before. Martonio.
You said Martonio?
Martonio, yes, sir, like Rtonio. Right, yeah, please. Wilder, W-I-L-D-E-R.
What does he look like? Is he white, black, Hispanic? What is he wearing?
He's black. He's black. I don't know what he's wearing. I think he's red and black Nikes are missing. I don't know what he had on. Nobody seen him leave. My other son, they got separate rooms, so they was in different rooms. Nobody seen him leave. I don't know what time it is.
You said he's what time? When was the last time you seen him?
We all went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. My back door was wide open. Oh, man.
What is your name, man?
LaShonda, L-A-S-H-A-D-A, Wilder. Oh, my God, where's my God?
Okay, you said he's done this before?
Yeah, but we found him, though. We found him at the point one time. We found him. He had jumped out my window before. I found him on the side of my house. He just keeps trying to run away. I don't know why. He said he hate me. He said he hate everything. He said he don't care if I be here. He keeps doing this. Oh, my God. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to get someone out to you as soon as we can, okay?
Oh, yes, please.
So, that was the 911 call to the police. Faking, acting like she was so distraught because she thought her child had run away. Whole time, her child is wrapped in a plastic bag, in a container, hidden in the house. While you try to make up a story to cover yourself. Not to mention you had 2 other children. So your children were there when you unalived their brother. These people don't care what effect stuff like this is going to have on the rest of the children. You hated your baby so much. Something you incubated, carried on the inside of you. Something who ate every morsel of food you ate. Went through hours of labor if you didn't go through a C-section. And if you did, had your stomach cut open to bring forth life. You hated your child so much that you would do this to your baby. And this baby got to sit there and think and wonder, Mama, what did I do? Mama, I'm sorry. Your baby got to look up in your eyes and see the woman that gave birth to me, the woman I love so much, is the woman doing this to me. Y'all, please make it make sense. Y'all think Diddy is a problem? Take a look at this.
Body cam video obtained by Law and Crime shows officers responding to Wilder's home on the afternoon of June 28th. However, Wilder's face has been blurred from the video.
So what's going on?
Okay, has he run away before? Okay, have you checked the residence thoroughly?
Much of the conversation between Wilder and the officer had been redacted, but she told the officer a similar story to the 911 call. She hadn't seen her son since before she went to bed the night before.
The missing is going to be 8 years old, male black, dark skin male black with a fade, black hair, brown eyes. He's short, about 75 pounds, break. He was last seen about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night when they went to bed. Mom got up about 11:48, noticed that the back door was open, and he's run away 3 times before. So if we can have units circulate some parks and areas around here, we're going to go ahead and search the house.
When young Martonio wasn't found hiding anywhere in the backyard, the officer asked LaShonda and her girlfriend, Jonna Lowe, if they had any clue as to where he could have ran off to.
Granddad does.
I'm wondering, did it pause it out? Hold on one second, y'all. So I think because it was recorded, it cut a lot of the audio out. But what's happening is the police officer is going up to the houses with the picture of the little boy and asking the neighbors if they have seen the little boy in the area. Because again, the little boy was reported missing by his mother and her girlfriend, saying that he had ran away from the house. And y'all heard from the 911 call. Y'all heard what was said, right? The woman even said herself that the little boy tells her that he hates her. And he's constantly trying to run away and get away from her. Why would a little boy, why would a baby, 8 years old, tell their mother they hate them to the point they want to run away? What is going on? What was going on that no one took this baby seriously? This is so sad. So after the police finished doing the looking around, talking to the neighbors to try to see if anyone has seen the baby, well, they eventually go back to the house, and the mother who reported the child missing, she done disappeared from the house and took her kids. with her, right? She done took her kids, disappeared with the girlfriend. She done left. So now the police go and get a search warrant for the house. They search the house with the cadaver dogs, like we read, and the cadaver dogs noticed where the little boy was, where the boy's body was. So the girlfriend, as you see on the video now, the girlfriend goes and she calls 911, tells the police where she at, and tells them to come get her. Because she wants to turn herself in and she wants to talk to the police. So this is them picking her up from her house. And this is a very interesting group that she's surrounded by as well. Because they're yelling at the police at this point and cussing at the police, telling them to go and get away. The police are telling them that they need her phone because, of course, they need to see all the messages between her and the girlfriend, which was Martonio's mom. So they already have reports and know, as the Beast here from Beauty and the Beast stands up, looking like he done had a fight with somebody crocodile in the face. They already have him on their board that he'll fight. Anytime the police show up, he's gonna fight. So they're trying to get closer to let them know that they need to get her phone. And he trying to fight. He cussing at him. This lady in the gray, drunk, high, probably a combination of the both. Look at her face. She looked deranged as hell. She looked like a doped up Fiona. Dude. Mixed with Shrek. All of the above. And a bit of the donkey. We can't even make it up. So she cussing at the police, talking real reckless. Real crazy. He talking real crazy. So now they want to fight. The police are trying to detain them because they have to get the phone. They have to get into the house. They have to secure the house because they have to search it. They got to get the phone. But now they want to fight and act up. So, as you see, what's going on. And in the process of them trying to detain her, she grabs one of the officers' tasers. So that's why they're being so rough with her at the moment. She tried to take the officer's taser. And right now she's screaming, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You know, I'm so sick of y'all. I am. Some of y'all make me so sick. Ever since that happened to George Floyd, y'all seem to think that's y'all get out of jail free card somehow. All you got to do is scream, I can't breathe. And all of a sudden it's going to mystically free you of all your troubles. How damn delusional are we? What is wrong with us? Is my question. What indeed? So they picking him up to take them to the car. They end up getting the girl's phone. Let me see. Yep, they get the girl's phone. They give it back to her. And they end up going to jail. They end up going to get the baby mama. I think she was on the run. I don't understand as a mother, as a parent. I don't understand how you can see a child and something in you makes you want to harm them. But again, I say, there are things worse out there than Diddy. Much like this next story that we're going to go over. This monster. Let me get it up here really quick. Was from New Jersey. Come on, open up. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh, because I'm hitting the wrong doggone button. Lord Jesus. Let me get her. Yep, there we go. So this mother was from New Jersey. And she called the police and told the police that she unalived her 2 daughters, babies, toddlers, for religious purposes, according to the court documents. So this happened in Lakewood, New Jersey. A New Jersey mother has been charged in the unaliving of her 2 young daughters, and she says she committed the unaliving for religious purposes, according to the court documents. According to the criminal complaint, Elkins told investigators that she started having concerning thoughts on May 24th while her husband left for a business trip to Virginia. Elkins says she dropped her kids off at daycare and spent the night praying. Authorities say she followed a similar routine on Tuesday by taking her children to daycare. After picking them up, she told the police she believed that she needed to unalive her children. When officers arrived at the home on Shenandoah Drive around 4:50 p.m., a serrated knife with a red handle was found in the sink, and 2 bathtubs were filled with water. Investigators say she stabbed her 1-year-old and then drowned both children. Emergency responders tried to perform life-saving efforts on the children, but were unsuccessful. After drowning both daughters, she claimed she realized she had done something wrong and called emergency responders. Yeah, afterward. During an interview with the police, she allegedly said she knew that it was illegal to unalive her children and that what she did was wrong. Neighbors of many of the members, many of whom are members of the Orthodox Jewish community. Why would you change? Oh Lord, hold on, y'all. We gotta deal with a commercial. Done interrupted our show. Neighbors, many of whom are members of the Orthodox Jewish community, Elkins being held, say the family moved in a few months ago. So Elkins is being held in the Ocean County Jail. She has a detention hearing scheduled for Monday, and again, this was months ago. So this mother, you saw her picture, bright young thing she was. She woke up one day and decided to unalive her 2 babies. Take a look at this video.
We're gonna walk down that way for now. 21's probably the closest car. Apparently she says somewhere hurt her children. Her children are deceased.
What happened? They're gonna charge you, and then you're gonna go to Ocean County Jail.
It's 5 p.m. in Ocean County, New Jersey, where police respond to a home after 2 young children were allegedly killed at the hands of their mother.
If you can reach out to CSI, I'll reach out to Major Crimes.
Officers head inside the home and redact the screen due to the severity of the crime, but moments later emerge with the suspect.
Oh, all right. Is there one back there? I don't know whose that is. Mine's like a block and a half away. What do you need? We got one right over there. You're here somewhere. We got one right there on the road. Yeah, all right, we're gonna walk down that way for now. 21's probably the closest car.
Police identify the woman seen here as 27-year-old Naomi Elkins, who was handcuffed after Hatzola Medical Services, paramedics dedicated to the large Orthodox population in the area, tried and failed to save her kids ages 1 and 3. According to the county prosecutor, investigators later discovered both children had been drowned in separate bathtubs, and the 1-year-old had additionally been stabbed with a knife.
Okay.
21's probably the closest one. Yeah, what about 21?
Yeah, I mean, it's just being taped too, but we could, whatever. I mean,
We can move it. It doesn't matter.
all right, here, we're just gonna start walking.
I want y'all to see her. I agree with you, Niecy. It's women out here who wish they could have children. This is absolutely sad. How do you wake up one morning and just decide, because of my religious values, I'm just gonna fast forward my children to the resurrection? Kill yourself. You two might get mad at that, but I'm mad at this. When does this stop? The hell going on with these doggone mothers? And you don't understand why? I said what I said about abortion and being careful and wrapping it up. If you don't want kids, take precautions not to have them. You bring them into this world and make their lives a living hell. Then they grow up to repeat the doggone cycle all over again. And because of stuff like this, if there's no dad, if there's no family, then these poor babies got to go into the system. Then they go into the system and they have to deal with people like this miserable ass woman right here.
With over 800,000 subscribers at its height in 2019, the Fantastic Adventures YouTube channel is a showcase of wholesome family entertainment in the digital age. But as Michelle Hobson's adopted kids paint a picture of perfect childhood joy in front of the cameras, they are mercilessly subjected to cruelty and sadism behind the scenes. Names of all children in this video have been changed to protect their identity. On March 13, 2019, police in Maricopa, Arizona field a call from a young woman named Megan who wants to file a disturbing report. Please note that all suspects charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Okay, and what did you want to report?
Child. I guess that sums it up the best.
Okay, is your child involved, or is it something that you know that's happening to someone else's child, or?
It's my sibling. It's my little sibling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my family.
So it's 9 people in the home. 2 are 2 adult brothers, and 7 are foster kids. Her mom's did foster care for 14 years. She's adopted these 7 kids.
Megan explains that her adopted sister, Stacy, has made some shocking allegations. With cell phone in hand, Megan began recording Stacy's story of brutal mistreatment at the hands of her adoptive mother, Michelle Hobson.
And when was this video taken?
Today.
Today, okay.
Where she locks me in a room with only underwear and tank top. Doesn't give me a blanket. What kind of room? A closet, and it's a tile floor. No carpet, just an empty green room. How many other people sleep in there? 3.
That room is in your house, in the house?
It's in my mom's bedroom. She got all the carpet ripped out and put in tile for it.
Is there a lock on this closet?
She doesn't let us eat for at least 2 days straight, or maybe more. No food and no water? No food, no water. Do you get a good bathroom whenever you need? No. Once I had to eat and she locked me in that room because I did something and I peed myself because she didn't let me go. Did she like that to everyone? Yes. That's why she
police have heard enough to know that a home visit at the very least will be necessary. They talk with Jordan and Megan, who are Michelle's biological children, to get a description of their mother.
White female, she's brown hair.
About how tall?
She's probably 5'8". Yeah. They make YouTube videos.
What's their show income?
That's all of the mothers have in every.
Indeed, Michelle's adopted children are stars of a sort. The family began shooting videos in 2017 after admiring the success of other kid-oriented channels. With a variety of playful skits featuring the children, the Fantastic Adventures channel is a smash hit by 2019, attracting more than 800,000 subscribers. Police must now find out if these seemingly joyful young YouTube stars were being tormented behind the cameras the entire time.
Hi, Donnie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Officer Bernice. I'm with the Maricopa Police Department.
Okay.
We need to do a welfare check in this house.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Yeah, I do. Where is your mother at?
She's upstairs. You wanna go get her?
Yeah, I can go up there and get her.
Okay. Mom. Mom. She's up here.
Okay, can I go up there with you? Okay, thank you.
Stand up. Sorry. What? It's a police department.
Why? Hi.
Can I help you?
I'm Donnie.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not playing on you. What's going
Do you
on?
mind if I talk to you?
Yeah.
You want to take the kids downstairs?
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Okay. Have a seat.
I need you to go downstairs. Is there any other kids up here?
Yeah.
There's somebody. Okay.
With 7 kids running around this expansive house, wrangling them all downstairs is no easy trick. As the cop goes to assist with the task, he notices something that matches what Stacy said in her video.
Hold on. Watch it. Yeah. Hey, I need you guys to go downstairs, okay? Okay. Is there anybody else in this room? Come on, no, leave him alone. Come here, buddy. Oh, you had a pull-up on? Okay. Let's go out. Okay.
Can you come here, sir? Sir? They'll gather them downstairs.
All right, here's what's going on.
Okay.
Like I told you, my name's Donnie, all right? To be quite frank with you, we received a report of child neglect, all right? So that's why we're here, okay?
From who?
Right now, that's irrelevant, okay? So this is what's going to happen, okay?
Just tell me what's going on.
We need to interview all of your kids separately, okay?
Okay.
And we need to conduct a search of the resident. Now, we could do these 2 ways, okay? Legally, you're entitled to
Can
your...
you come back here? Because I don't see a warrant or anything.
Yeah, you're fine. We're making sure there's nobody else in the house, okay?
With Michelle concerned that her rights are being violated, the officer assures her that they are going to do this by the book.
Constitutionally, you have your rights. One of the ways that we are entitled to do this is with your consent, okay? So it means you give me your consent to go through your house and look for any evidence that might be possibly used against you, okay? The other way is that we get a search warrant and then we go through the residence with the search warrant, okay? So those are the 2 options, okay? I would like to speak to the kids freely with your consent. You're not going to be there when this is going on. But again, you also have the right to say, no, you're not going to interview my kids, okay? But right now we are doing a welfare check on the children. We're going to talk to them, make sure they're okay. There's no bruises, anything like that, okay? So what do you think about this?
I think we're in the middle of a packing scenario, and my house is trashed because we've dug stuff out of everywhere, and I don't approve of you really going through my residence at this particular point in time.
Okay.
So, however, I really approve of that. You could talk to my children. I mean, my children are all safe and...
Okay.
I want to know what the report thing was prior to this.
This won't be the last time that Michelle will request the specific details of the report, but while the police maintain their professionalism, they let her know that she's not in control of this situation.
I would like to talk to one of my daughters because she just started crying and she said she knows it was
You're not talking to any of your kids
She
right
said
now.
she knows it was my she knows it was my adult child who called on me, so I'm wondering why she...
I don't know. But right now you're not going to have any access to your kids.
With Michelle detained in the upstairs living area, the officers are free to ask questions to the adopted children downstairs.
Do you like living here? Yeah? You have fun here? Yeah. What happened to your head there? You were in a fight with your brother? Yeah. What are the diapers on the floor for? You got small kids here? Yeah. Don't drink water too fast. I'm gonna get hiccups. Do you not get water very often? You don't?
What do you need over here?
We just wanted to check on you guys and just make sure everything was okay. You remember I told you then we've been checking on you every now and then, right?
Could I talk to the senior staff, Lieutenant?
I don't see why not, if you really want to talk to them right now.
Sure thing. I'm just asking what the complaints were.
We got a call about possible child.
But what type of child?
Physical.
Okay, from?
So I can't tell you that because I didn't take the call, so I don't know who called. But I know based on the call that we need to speak to all the kids.
Sure.
Okay. Any other questions I can?
Not really. I mean, I'm just, I'm shocked.
Understandably. So what happens, Michelle, is when we get calls like this, we just don't take a person's word for it.
Thank God.
So that's why we come in and we'll want to do an actual check of the kids.
Sure.
But I don't want to call DCS on you or any other person that I don't know if this is true. I don't know you.
Right.
You know?
Michelle expresses a certain relief that the police aren't going to necessarily call the Arizona Department of Child Services, an organization she's had plenty of contact with over the last few years. Their interventions thus far have accomplished nothing, however, which is why it seems that Stacy, the young girl who recorded the original video, is not completely confident that anything is going to be different this time.
I'm here to help, okay? I want to make sure nothing happens to you or your brothers or your sister, okay? Okay? Do you understand what that means? Okay, what do you think it means?
Being too helpful. Like if there's anybody bad, you come and save us from them.
Okay, yeah, okay. You're fine, baby. You're fine. You want to sit up? You don't have to. You're fine. Here we go.
Now I want y'all to listen to what this baby is getting ready to tell him. Y'all think Diddy is a monster. Everybody paying attention to Diddy and what's going on with him. Meanwhile, this baby and 6 other siblings are in the house being tortured. Listen to this.
Here we go. Here. Sit down on this bench, huh? Here we go. Sit down on the bench. Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
I'm gonna have a better family.
You want to have a better family? I'm sorry.
The young girl desperately hopes that the end of her nightmare has finally come, and when she tells the officer more of what Michelle has done to her, it's clear that salvation has arrived not a moment too soon.
I know it's really hard to leave my mom, but...
Yeah. Take deep breaths, okay?
You know that spray that you use when there's like bad people and stuff?
Yeah.
P-E-P-P-E-R?
Yeah.
Right?
Pepper spray? Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, baby.
Empty two of those bottles on me.
Okay.
The allegations against Michelle are growing more shocking by the moment, but right now she's more concerned about who is behind this police report in the first place.
She's the little blonde one down there. She, as soon as my son said, the police are here and they're coming up the stairs, she starts crying and she goes, I know who it is, I know who it is. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, it's Jordan, which is one of my adult daughters.
Okay.
And she has a very big vengeance against me right now. So I cut her off. She did try to contact me and try to say, well, if I want to be a part of her life, blah, blah, blah. I had to jump through these hoops and whatnot. I basically just blocked her. I said, no, I'm fine with the way my life is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that extra stress in my life of somebody who wishes I was dead and is waiting for their inheritance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, she literally, the last time I saw her, she's like, I'm just waiting for the life.
Whatever the truth might be regarding Michelle's relationship with her daughter Jordan, it doesn't change the fact that her other adult daughter, Megan, was every bit as instrumental in getting the cops involved. Of course, Michelle doesn't know that yet and continues to blame Jordan.
She's always threatened to call DCS on me because she knows that every parent's worst nightmare is having DCS called on them. She's threatened to make up stuff in the past. She's threatened to, just do all kinds of stuff. If I looked at my children wrong, I was using them, and
Right.
But of course, DCS has been out to Michelle's house on many prior occasions.
Every time my brother runs away and CPS comes, he makes us fight. Just like you say good things, not saying that.
Okay, I'm just listening, okay?
You guys saw the video that I was talking to the camera, and my sister Megan was talking to me?
Yep.
It's all true. My upstairs. I want the door closed.
You want this door closed?
I don't hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in trouble for saying.
All right, well, come on in. Yeah, it's pretty tight, but hey, whatever makes you feel safe, okay?
It's hard to leave my mom, but I have to. I don't want you telling my other siblings.
I won't.
Please.
We're not gonna tell them. Can I ask them if everything's okay? I'm not gonna tell them anything you said.
Something else I want to tell you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
I haven't had dinner. She won't let me have dinner. And I'm supposed to please for me. And I would have just let me. And she's starving me 4 days before.
4 days? You haven't eaten in 4 days.
No, 4.
Okay.
Since Michelle started homeschooling the children, things have not been the same. It clearly is not a strict curriculum, however, as Stacy says she's not allowed to do any schoolwork, and Michelle herself tells the police that she mostly focuses on teaching the children life skills because none of them are going to be, quote, rocket scientists. As the officers take in the serious acts of cruelty and neglect that have taken place in this home, Michelle grows impatient once again with the lack of information.
Where we are from here.
Right now, based on some information that we received, we are going to have contact DCF.
Okay, why?
Okay. I'm not going to release that information to you. All I can tell you is that there's going to be an investigation. So that's
I know I've ever done this with my child.
But on top of that, Niecy B, because she said this heifer been getting big and greasy off state money and torturing them sick pig. Girl, listen, because they had a YouTube channel. They were an extremely popular family on YouTube. She had those kids parading around and dancing around like puppets in front of that's why people say y'all can't get so caught up in these social media TV personalities and these relationships, because it don't be real. It don't be real. They show you what they think you want to see, and we just eat it up. Those babies were being tortured and dancing around and prancing around on YouTube like they were a big happy family. Whole time, these kids weren't being fed. They was being locked in rooms. They were being abused physically, mentally, verbally, spiritually, emotionally, torn down. Making money for her on YouTube.
Spank the child, like what?
As Michelle complains about the inconvenience of a police investigation, her adopted daughter gives the cops a glimpse at the fear her tyrant mom has instilled in her.
Is there anything in here that you want to eat right now while we're waiting? Seriously, anything. Look, you got some chips. You got... No, listen. Don't worry about that. No, she's not. You are not going to talk to mom right now, okay? Grab a bag of chips. Go ahead, grab a bag of chips. Perfect. Sit down, okay? Enjoy. Look at me. I want to help you.
The realization that this child is too scared of her mom to risk eating a small bag of potato chips is almost unthinkable, but it's clear that Stacy is justified in her fear given what she shared with the officer.
I couldn't stand it.
I know, baby.
They were to kill me.
It's horrible.
Thing in my neck.
It's horrible, baby.
This is an allegation the police are already familiar with, as Stacy spoke about it in the original video.
Like just 2 days ago, she said, because I was talking to my brother. He said I was talking to him, and she said she's gonna slice my neck open.
Stacy tells the officer it isn't uncommon for Michelle to use such brutality and threats of violence to keep the children in line.
Literally today, she got, after I woke her up from a nap, and when she woke up from her nap, she said, you guys don't get dinner. I was like, it wasn't me. I didn't wake you up. Which it was, because I wanted dinner. I was hungry. And she was like, well, you have dinner. And I started crying about it, because I was hungry. Everybody's hungry. And then she's like, if you don't shut up, I'm going to take you into the bathroom and slap your mouth and make sure I cut your lip open. And I'll do it a couple more times to make sure it's nice and deep and make sure it's painful. I don't know if I still have one.
You're fine, baby.
I have
You're
bruises
fine.
all on me because sometimes especially.
Okay.
I want to get out of this house.
As Stacy tearfully recounts the unspeakable horrors that she and the other children in the house have been subjected to, Michelle maintains the role of the good mother who is being falsely accused.
child, right?
As long as it's used for discipline, absolutely, yep.
What else would you use it for?
Be surprised.
You make pull-ups? Sometimes.
Why?
Because I've accidents.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any reasons or what?
And it's because I think two brothers and
You ran from your mom the last time you said, right?
Yeah.
Because you were afraid. What usually happens? I can't remember. So tell me what's happened the last time.
I either get spanked or I don't want to say it. It's not fair. I either get beat
When you said you get beat, what do you mean by that?
like I'll get spanked or hard.
With
Just the hand.
anything else?
No, not really.
While Joseph may not share further details, if any, Stacy is fully willing to describe the hell she and her siblings have been living in.
Literally, she takes his armpit and twists it by her nails. Her nails are even like this. And takes it and twists it and spit in their face. She literally takes a mouthful of spit and spits it in our face. I don't know what kind of mom does this to us. And then she always tells us to lie. I don't want to live with Megan.
As Stacy continues to delve into the horrifying conditions of Michelle's brutal dictatorship, it becomes obvious that food plays a major role in the punishment of the children.
And then mom makes up lie. You don't get anything for 4 days straight because you were being horrible. No food, no water. Haven't even had water once today.
Eat these chips. Eat them. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble for eating right now, okay? I'm telling you to eat these chips, okay?
I was like, cops don't even care if you're being horrible. They still feed you. But she said on the Bible, it says do not feed kids if they're bad.
It's not true.
And take baths and only feed kids. It says that on the Bible, she said.
I love you, and I don't even know you.
I love you too, because you're saving me from this house.
I know, baby.
While her adopted daughter crouches in a pantry eating chips, Michelle seems to realize that it might not look good if the children reveal that they've yet to eat dinner at nearly 10 o'clock at night.
I have leftover pizza and that.
Thank you, Niecy B. I forgot to turn the doggone mic back on. I said, you could tell this baby been waiting for the right moment to get this off her chest. She's been waiting on the right person to come along so that she can just spill it. Because it is flowing like rivers, honey. She been waiting on somebody to come save her. And this is what these babies got to deal with. Got to live every day in fear while I'm making money for you on the YouTube channel. And you taking all the money. But I can't eat. That poor baby is petrified. When she's so scared that she tell the police officer, please shut the door. Because I don't want her to hear. And then I get in trouble. Because she hear me telling. There are monsters among us. That walk and breathe. And unfortunately, a lot of them have kids.
I don't know I was going to get it for my children. Can they eat that?
Yeah, can the boys do it now?
Please ask them to do that.
Okay.
Because it just dawned on me that the older children, the older children have not eaten. They're the only ones that have not eaten. The two babies have eaten.
The news that they will soon be fed appears to come as a surprise to at least one child.
Your brothers are going to heat up some pizza.
All of you. All of you.
He's clearly not the only one caught off guard by this surprise meal.
But I think she's feeding you because she's scared that you guys are going to say you haven't.
That's why we just gave him all of that stuff.
I know.
No, everybody knows he's not allowed to eat for a week. Mom was only trying to make it seem like you're not eating for a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe for a month.
Okay.
He's not allowed to eat for a week. Did y'all hear that? The baby. But I bet she eating. And the crazy thing is, she got a refrigerator and a pantry full of food. So now these babies got to deal with psychological torture. The fact that there's food in the house and we can't touch it because she'd rather starve us.
Tell how you guys are acting with the fruit snacks and with the drinks because you guys haven't. I know that. I can see it, baby. You don't need to lie, okay? You don't need to lie.
In the meantime, even without a search warrant in hand, the cops can't help but notice some odd and perhaps even suspicious sights in the house.
Why is the key in the door here?
Huh?
Why is the key in the door?
When we were doing foster care, we had to basically have everything locked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like any sort of chemical, like any sort of like hardware, like a vacuum seal like hardware.
Mm.
We have to have like all that locked up.
And now, it's a playroom.
The playroom. Wow.
The playroom when we play.
Cool.
I bet you anything. Just know that the only weapon I have in my house is a can of pepper spray, and I have a feeling it has to do with that because it's my daughter.
Okay.
I've been racking my brain all freaking for hours right now, or forever since you guys got here.
I know.
And it's been hurting. What have I done?
This is the one
What have I
frustrating
done
part
wrong?
of
My Jordan, do you know Claudia? She came home from work. I haven't seen her in like 4 months. And she came home from work. It was late at night. And she was hungry. So she burnt her pizza because she fell asleep on the couch. And so Mom told me to go get the pepper spray and try to pepper spray her in the face. So she ran out of the house with pepper spray on her face.
So DCS should be coming out and they should be taking custody of the kids.
Police execute a search warrant on the residence, and it isn't long before they find many troubling things that seem to verify exactly what the children have told them. 2 cans of pepper spray are found in a drawer, precisely matching the description that Stacy gave them earlier in the evening.
It's in her room.
Okay.
She has a black one and a pink one.
Okay.
She's emptied both on me before.
The police also get a good look at the infamous green room upstairs, the isolated prison that Stacy alleges she and her siblings were locked inside for hours, if not longer.
It's this green room. There's a lock on it. He makes me sleep with only underwear and a top on a tile floor. No blankets, no nothing.
According to Michelle and her adult sons, the green room is an innocent place, meant only to be used for special effects sequences in their Fantastic Adventures videos. Police also speak to Michelle's neighbor, who says living next door to 7 young children has not been the experience she would have expected.
I never see those kids outside, ever.
You never see him outside?
No.
Okay.
That's really crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they only occasionally, one of them, go over to the mailbox, and that's it.
Okay.
Maricopa Police Department, open the door. Maricopa Police Department, be here now. Stuff now.
Hold up, Brian.
They're coming out.
All right, I'm gonna go down the hallway. First door in the ramp. Go.
Police are back at the residence days later with a new warrant. They don't expect anyone to be in the house, of course. The 7 children were rescued from the home in the early morning hours of March 14th. The next day, police arrested Michelle Hobson and her 2 adult sons, Ryan and Logan Hackney, while awaiting trial on a litany of felony charges, including 7 counts of child. Michelle fell ill and was released from jail for hospitalization. 3 days later, she suffered cardiac arrest and was declared temporarily unfit for trial. While her overall condition improved over the coming months, she took a turn for the worse later that year and died on November 12, 2019, 8 months after her arrest. In a news conference, the Pinell County prosecutor said her untimely death came with a silver lining. These kids don't have to testify, he said, which means they can now begin the healing process. YouTube terminated the Fantastic Adventures channel in March of 2019.
Expect this at all going into tonight, so it's
My bad, y'all. So, you adopt these kids, bring them into your home, promising to care for them, to look out for them, to provide for them, to be the parent to them that they don't have, that they didn't have. And they are met with abuse, being starved. Oh, because we're going to cover a bunch more of these stories, because there's so many of them. And they're recent stories that I've been running across of these MOMsters who are supposed to be taking care of their babies, and they're the main ones that are causing them harms. And it's not just the women. That's what we're focusing on right now, is the women. We are. Because we so quick to point the finger at everybody else. But we don't take the time to turn that finger around and point it at ourselves. So we're going to be dealing with the MOMsters and these babies, and how these babies are in trouble with the kind of parents that they have. In trouble. In trouble. In trouble because there are families who refuse to see what's going on and do something about it. So they're in trouble. We so quick to talk about, well, that's their kids. That's her kids. Why are you talking about her kids? Why are you talking about what she doing with her kids? Them her kids. We so quick to talk about that. And then when something happens to her kids, then we confused. We didn't know this was going to happen. We didn't expect this. I wish I would have done things differently. But by then it's too late. And you got a parent running around talking about, don't draw your guns on me. I don't have anything. After you've intentionally harmed a baby. So we're going to be getting into it. Thank you for joining me tonight in the Hennessy Zone. Straight talk, no chaser. So, I'm glad this stream went well. Oh God, because we were struggling trying to get it up and running. Yes, we were. But thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed the video, the learning about the Electoral College, all of that, do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. Consider joining the Champagne Gang and the FizzFam. Hit that subscribe button. Become one of us. We're family over here. We love, support, and uplift each other. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So link up with us. Hit that subscribe button. We are on our road to 1K. So I would love it for you to become a part of the FizzFam and the Champagne Gang. All right? My confidants will tell you we a little lit for real. We love each other for real. We like each other for real. So join us. Also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into for another show. Once again, thank you. And confidants, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.